What's up, YouTube? Max Stunner here, bringing you a brand new episode of Let's Play Skyrim Part 53. In the last episode, we went to the college and we found out that the only way to obtain this Elder Scroll is to go into a Dwemer Ruin. So, in this episode, we will be heading into that Dwemer Ruin. So, like I said in previous episodes, this dungeon is a challenge, and actually the way it works is as soon as you go into here it's like pretty easy, and then it goes from pretty easy to extremely difficult. Now, like I said, I've only done this quest one other time, and actually then I actually did have a companion, and I found it still to be extremely challenging. So it's good. I don't know how I'm gonna survive, but this time I do have, my restoration is a lot higher, so I'm not going to lie. I am going to be relying on the restoration spell quite a bit, as well as these clothes. Also, I will be using probably stone flesh quite a bit. Just, it's not going to help against those the magic users, but it will help against physical enemies. It will actually help out immensely. And yeah, so that's pretty much the strategy I am going with. I will also be using distraction magic as well. Not so much. I'll probably be using most of it, like I said, for restoration and stone flesh and the clothes.
Who is this, brother? Never should have come here.
Okay, forgive me if I don't know, if I get lost. Like I said, I only did this dungeon one other time, so I don't remember the layout too well. But I remember that this quest did give me a huge challenge when I first did it. I think this was like this is like the first time one of my companions did die. So yeah, you definitely, if you're going to bring your companion, make sure you try to play a little bit more safe, because you don't want to kill them unless unless you're like one of those people that just don't mind using cheats and use resurrection or whatever it is. Then, but to be honest, the way I play is like, I don't like doing that, just because if someone dies, it dies. Like to me, it's cheap in the game a lot, and I'm not. I like, that's why I said when Lydia died, I could have reloaded to save, and I would have still had her, but like that. I don't know. It just doesn't. That's just how I don't. That's just how I play. Also, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I kind of forgot. There are a lot of chests in this dungeon that require lock picking, and quite a few of them are expert and master, I believe. So, and I don't really have that many lock picks on me, so I would not be bothering with those chests. But if you're gonna run this dungeon, make sure you stock up on lock picks. Personally, I never bother with the perk tree in lock picking, just to me because it seems like a waste. I don't know if it's any good or not, or if it's worth it. Personally, I just go with other skill trees, but that's just my own personal preference. Um, Okay, I'm gonna trade a little bit lighter up here because um, I believe the game is gonna get a little bit more challenging now because, as you can see, we're starting to run into these chorus eggs, which mean Farmer and Chorus are lurking up ahead, most likely. So, and if you haven't encountered a lot of farmers, what these guys like to do is they like to attack in packs, and they have quite a bit of hit points as well as they can do a lot of damage through their poison attacks. So if you're not, I think it's a red guard, or if you don't have resist to poison, you're gonna be kind of screwed, and you're gonna be wasting a lot of potions here. So if you're kind of stealthy, or if you're using any kind of ranged attacks, which I highly recommend, because I don't know how you're dealing with dragons, but you're gonna want to pull that out and kind of try and lure them one at a time and take them out that way. But I'm not gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try and go more kamikaze, just because I think I could survive most of their hits through, because I think my restoration is good enough. And if it's not, then I'll probably try and do I'll either use destruction magic, or I will use some extra notches. Okay, I want to tell you guys about these other farmers, these gloom lurkers. I think there's two different types. One is ranged, and the other is archer. I mean, magic based. And I can tell you right now, they both have a large amount of hit points. And I'm going to tell you right now, I hate with a passion the mages because they are ridiculous and they are hard to kill and they tend to be in packs with sometimes either other gloom lurkers, which makes it extremely difficult, or they're with other farmer. Now, I cannot really tell you the best strategy to go against the magic types, just because this is what makes this dungeon so challenging. These guys hit extremely hard. Now, if you don't have the magic resistance, then you're going to be using a lot of potions here. Against the magic ones, of course. The best strategy is, I would say, try and go after them. See, this is why it's so hard, because if you try and go after, you're going to be trying to take, on a group of them, and you're probably not going to survive. So you're just probably going to have to try and lure them, run away, and, try and get them separate, and go that route, because if you try and go straight up in there, you're just gonna die a lot, and you're gonna get frustrated. So just try and lure them, run, or I'm probably if I run into some magi, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably gonna be using my frost astronauts to do some tanking, because I know if I run into one of those, my healing is not going to survive me. Not going to be enough for me to survive. Okay, I'm gonna do some alchemy. Um, Hopefully, I can get do enough alchemy to give me a level up. And the way I'm gonna do this is, if I get a level up, I will not actually level up until I get into a situation where I need to use it. Because the way leveling up works is, once you level up, it restores all your stamina, magicka, and health. And that can help out a lot in a battle, because you can save you quite a few potions. And the way I like to do this quest is, I like to conserve as many potions as I possibly can, because if you run low on potions or you run out, you're going to be screwed, and you're going to be forced to run all the way back and get more, or try and go through the dungeon and probably die a lot. And it makes it 10 times harder. So yeah, and plus so far the dungeon hasn't been too challenging. I mean, it's been challenging. Those gloom lurkers are, they do, like, even the archers do quite a bit of damage, but it hasn't been bad so far. But I think we're not even at the halfway mark yet, so there is still plenty of stuff looking ahead. So we gotta keep going. And if my restoration wasn't this high, imagine if I was using all those potions, I would have probably been out by now. So yeah, you just want to keep that in mind. And also, there is a reason. If you have like me, you've bought potions that have increase your your damage of your weapons. You should not have used those yet, because there are far worse things up ahead. So yeah, if you shouldn't have used any yet. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. So if you like this part, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all that good stuff. In the next episode, we will continue on this Dwemer Ruin and find out if Max Stunner conquers the dungeon, or will the dungeon conquer Max Stunner. I'll see you guys then. Bye.